Hello, this is Matt from tracymatt.co.uk, and here I have HTC's updated version of the HTC Advantage. This is the X7501, the previous one was the 7500. As you can see, it comes in a pretty bland black box with typical magnetic catch on the front, opens up, and inside everything's laid out. Pretty typical HTC style at the moment. We have the removable keyboard, and we have the device itself, which I'll talk about in just a second. I just want to show you what else we have in the pack. I have a pre-release version of the device, so I have things like UK mains adapter and AC charger. There's a battery, which is a 2200 mAh battery, so quite large in capacity and in physical size, and it's actually quite heavy. It's also a screen protector, and this nice pouch. This is designed to be exactly the right size for the device, and inside we have leather case for the Advantage. I have a sync and charge cable, USB style. We have a wired headset, which I'm just going to show you. It's a fairly typical wired headset with a 3.5mm 4-pole jack on one end. There's an inline microphone with volume control and a push button, and obviously the headphones on the other end. Incidentally, you do need to use a headset if you want to use the Advantage for making voice calls, either a Bluetooth or a wired headset as we have there, because the Advantage itself doesn't have a built-in microphone, nor does it have a built-in loudspeaker. And we also have an adapter here with a proprietary connector on one end, and on the other we have a VGA output, a full-size USB, and video, composite, and S-video connectors. So you can connect the device up to TV or monitor for doing presentations. So taking a look at the device, peel the front off. We have a large screen on the front, which is a 5-inch display. It is VGA 640/480. This particular model is the new model with 16 gig of hard disk capacity, 256 meg of ROM, and 128 meg of RAM. It's Windows Mobile 6 Professional, quad band, and supports GPRS, Edge, UMTS, 3G, HSDPA. It's obviously touchscreen. On the front here we have forward-facing video camera. There's a button for entering home screen. Switch on the side, which is a up-down, spring-loaded up-down scroll switch. There's the VGA out connector, which is the proprietary connector that we mentioned for the adapter. We have the extending mini USB connector there, which is for sync, charge, and also for the headphones. Also, there is a headphone, 3.5mm headphone socket there. On the bottom, we have the location where the battery goes, so I'll just pop that in now. Battery goes in the bottom there. We also have a place for the SIM card and for our mini SD card. That is mini SD. Also on the back, we've got a little reset button, and then a 3-megapixel camera with a built-in flash or LED illumination. On the other side, we've got the power button, the camera button, and the home for the stylus, which is pretty small, and it's made of transparent plastic. Going back to looking at the keyboard, it's a full QWERTY keyboard with 55 keys. This is the new version of the keyboard. The previous Advantage actually had physical keys that were raised up from the surface, but as you can see, this is completely flat, and the keys are not raised at all. They are like a membrane style keyboard key. I think that's an immediate disadvantage of this particular model. It certainly won't be any good for touch typing, and you just don't get a positive response from the keys. But again, I'll discuss that a little more in the full review. The keyboard attaches to the Advantage itself by a magnetic catch mechanism, and the connectors there line up with the connectors on the bottom of the device, which is nice. The magnet is very strong. It'll sit quite happily on a table like that, and then when you finish using the keyboard, it just attaches to the front of the Advantage and sits over there, and then you have a screen, a clear part of the keyboard itself, to allow you to see the status of the device on the screen through there. It is pretty heavy. It's not a device, it's certainly not a mobile phone replacement. It sits somewhere between PDA and maybe a UMPC. It's kind of neither one nor the other, and in comparison to the size of the Titan 2, as you can see, we're talking about significant difference in size. Not something you're going to want to put in your pocket, I wouldn't have thought, and it really is quite heavy. In terms of other functionality though, very similar to the original Advantage 7500. So we're going to be using the device over the next few days, and we'll have a review online within the next week or so.